Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over a Civ who single-handedly changed the mechanics of Civ 6 by forcing the devs to remove the unit disbanding mechanic that originally existed. Once, Scythia was the absolute strongest Civ in the game. And how does she stand up today? Well, let's find out. A lot of people coming to this video might not know this, but prior to the fall 2016 patch, whenever you disbanded a military unit, you would get a percentage of its production back as gold. So Scythia's ability, People of the Steppe, could really abuse this. Whenever you build a light cavalry or Saka horse archer unit, Scythia gets another one for free. No resource requirements, no production requirements, but you do pay maintenance on it. So prior to this patch, you would build a horse archer, get 2 of them, and then disband them both for a huge boost in money, and you would be able to print money for free this way. However, this doesn't work these days. So does this mean that the ability is dead? No, not really, but it's not nearly as powerful as it used to be. Building 1 unit and getting 2 can be really good. It's 100% production efficient. But the fact that it's limited to light cavalry, and light cavalry being one of the weakest units in the game, really prohibits this from being good. Civs like Lincoln or Basil do this sort of situation much better than Scythia does, because instead of building military units, they're building infrastructure and getting good units as well. A musketman is a really good unit, and the heavy cavalry knight Tagma are really good units. Scythia kind of falls behind due to this. You do get a lot of military really quickly, but the military you're getting is not the best military in the world. The ability really synergizes with Tomryis' whole deal though. Her ability is Killer of Cyrus. You get a +5 combat strength when fighting against wounded units, but more importantly, you get 30 hit points after killing enemy units. Now this is a great bonus for Domination and is much better than the People of the Steppe bonus, and it goes beyond like cavalry focus. Light Cav get a good deal of work out of this because you swarm very well. Your Saka horse archer attacking is going to take a good deal of damage, or your light cavalry going in is going to take a good deal of damage, but that means that the others next to that light cav are going to get a huge advantage because they're going to be dealing more damage to that now wounded unit. And the last one is basically going to be full health because it's going to heal when it kills that unit. If you cycle this out correctly, you can keep your light cav swarm extremely healthy. As you kill units, you'll get healed and you'll deal more damage to those units, so you'll take less damage in return. It does, however, not work at all against cities, which is a huge disadvantage, and this is why Byzantium and Basil do horse war so much better, because their horses actually affect cities, whereas Scythia's horses, you get a ton of them, but you're not dealing damage to walls at all. One hidden synergy with this that is amazing is with heroes, or especially with the vampires, because this heal on the vampires heal super slowly, and if you play secret societies like I do, you hardly ever use vampires really early in the game, but with Scythia's bonus, you're healing your vampires so much faster that you'll be able to keep them going all the time. The Saka horse archer works wonders with this. It's a horseman replacement, ignores all zone of control, and is a one ranged unit. They do also get major penalties versus attacking cities, so you're not really doing great when you're attacking district defenses or cities. I try to think of them as horsemen that heal whenever it attacks every time. Since it only has one range, you can't really think of it as a ranged unit, but think of it like impies in Civ 5, where they attack, they get that ranged attack first, and if it kills the unit, they take no damage. However, if you attack and you don't kill a unit, then you're probably going to take damage on at least one of them. That being said though, you get so many Saka horse archers that you'll probably kill whatever you're attacking. It's a pretty strong unit when it comes out, and due to your bonus you get 2 for each one, but it falls off mega fast. Super fast. So you're not going to get super good use out of them unless you have a very close neighbor that you can kill 2 or 3 cities from immediately. Finally, Scythia has the Kurgan, an improvement that comes with animal husbandry, just like your horse archers. They give 1 faith and 3 gold to a flatland tile, and more faith for each adjacent pasture, and more faith as you move down the tree, and you get tourism when you hit flight. And this isn't my favorite improvement, but I do feel that it is a good improvement for what it does. It gives you the ability to avoid God King early. You can get your production card in, which helps you get your horse archers faster. You're able to get your culture for Pastures Pantheon or your God of the Forge Pantheon or whatever you need. And this faith is also useful later because you're probably going to get an early golden age with all these early unique units, and you're not going to have time really to be building holy sites, but you'll get faith off of spamming Kurgans on the ground. You're not going to get a lot of growth, but you're going to get a decent amount of faith. So what's going to happen is you'll get a monumentality golden age, you'll use that faith to get a couple of builders or settlers, but most of your city settling is going to come from rushing down a neighbor early. After you get that, you're going to use this faith for Grand Chapel rushes, though be careful because I'm pretty sure you don't get double light cav on faith purchases. Maybe I'm wrong, but each time I've tried this, something weird has happened and I haven't got my cav. Put all this together and you get a pretty clear focus on how to play like the first 50 turns of a Scythia game. You research animal husbandry, you build 2 scouts into a builder, and then you just churn out Kurgans and pastures and Saka horse archers. You need to take out a neighbor. If you don't take out a neighbor early, you're not going to get any use out of your early war bonuses because you can't attack walls and you're not going to really be able to deal with crossbowmen or things like that. I don't think you really need to go all in on a light cavalry game. I don't think that works very well at all. And I don't see the Scythia bonus as a roadmap for your game, but the Tomryis bonus is much more impactful. So you have to get this done before walls come up. You take whatever cities you can before that moment, and once those walls come up, you have to reevaluate your whole plan. Use your light cavalry as a bonus, not a game plan. You build 2, meaning you get 4 light cav, and pillage. Burn down every district, every mine, every improvement that the AI have. Then you're going to bring in a ranged unit, melee unit, army, siege unit, army as normal. These ranged and melee units work so well together because your archers are going to be softening up wounded units, and your melee units are going to be stronger because of it. You get heals on those melee units, which means they survive more city shots. Just don't forget to be pillaging. You're the pillage queen. You're land Norway. Raise everything down to the ground and benefit from the science and culture of your neighbors. Don't use your horses to take cities. Use horses to lift yourself up, using yields from the AI until your other units take those cities. All the while your Kurgans are paying for your units with that gold and giving you faith to buy other units. Scythia gets a 7 out of 10 for Domination. She just isn't as good as she once was and is completely eclipsed by someone like Basil. Pillage it all and then slowly move in to take the land ravaged, the land that you just ravaged. It's fun, but it's slow. Scythia gets a 5 out of 10 for religion because all your bonuses to combat also apply to apostles, and you get lots of faith. Build apostles, build Kurgans, use your horses to pillage holy sites to prevent the AI from building their own apostles, and kill units so that your apostles can move in. All the while yours stay nice and healthy, so that can be useful. You just get no great profit bonuses. Scythia also gets a 5 out of 10 to culture, but only because the tourism can really stack up on Kurgans, especially if you've taken a lot of land from your neighbors. But remember, each civ you remove from the game makes it that much harder to win a culture victory, so it's kind of an anti-synergy. Scythia gets a 4 out of 10 to science. There's no bonuses here, no production bonus, no science bonus. You just get pillage yields, which admittedly are good, but everybody gets pillage yields, so it's not going to push you into a science game. And finally, Scythia gets a 3 out of 10 to diplomacy. Everything you want to do makes everyone hate you, so no gold bonuses, no production bonuses, no culture bonuses. Yeah, Diplo's not where you're at. Scythia used to be great, but she's been power crept pretty hard. She only really gets bonuses early, which is usually great in this snowbally game, but her early bonuses are not that impactful. If you want a horse war, play as Basil, or even Genghis. Scythia sadly gets a C from me. It's not very memorable, but she does hold a place in my heart for how busted she used to be. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thanks as always for watching. Goodbye.